Hello everyone, welcome again to another episode on love. My name is Erica.
My name is Chidi.
Thank you so much to all our subscribers who have helped us come this far. I hope you're all benefiting one way or the other from the series. Today we're going to talk about why love fades and how to fix it.
Yes, why love fades and how to fix it. People start on a very good note. They get so infatuated with each other. They can't stand a day, a minute, a second without seeing each other. They are so in love with each other. But after a while, you meet the same people. It has happened to us a lot. You know, couples that when they started, they were like, yeah, they're in front of you and they're doing things that they're saying, excuse me, we're here. They don't notice anybody. Can you wait till you guys get home? But you see them now and they almost like stand each one facing the other way. And today we want to explore what are the causes of those things and then try to prefer some solutions based on all our researches all over the place. All right. Thank you. Always continue to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, if this is your first day of watching our program, please go and subscribe and click on
the notification bell.
That bell.
Subscribe to Worship Media on YouTube. It has the WM logo.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So let's go into today's topic. The first issue that we're going to look at that affects especially marriages.
Yes.
This one is
specifically for marriages.
For married people.
Yeah.
One of the major, but why it's good for people who are not married is that you learn ahead of your marriage.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest, number one, is sex. Sex is one of the biggest causes of stress. One of the biggest issues that people have in their marriage. Now, cases are where the woman says things like,
I'm not in the mood, please not tonight, I'm tired.
See,
forget about it, don't even think about it, don't touch me.
But hold yourself now. What, how can you even be thinking about that? I can't believe you're thinking about that. You see, those are one of the major causes of stress in a marriage. You see, but on both sides we have problems.
Yes.
On the woman's side, the woman says, oh, a man, the way a man is wired, the man is in the mood at the snap of your finger. A man gets in the mood in seconds, and then he warms up to the woman, and then while he thinks he's doing the right thing, while he thinks he's toasting her and being nice, the next thing he hears,
she snaps.
I'm not in the mood. Oh my God! Oh my God! That just resets the man's brain. Just goes zip back. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
But from the woman's side, how does a woman feel? You know, when the man. What are those things that the man doesn't notice about the woman that you think the man should really know about the woman and sex?
Number one is most times because this happens for most people, it happens at the end of the day. The woman is tired. She's tired from the housework, from the morning she got up, she's cooking, doing the kids, going to school, packing lunch for everybody, cleaning, getting ready for work, goes to work, and then comes back. She does the dinner, she does the kids, she attends to the husband. She is wiped out, she's exhausted, no breathing space. But the men, sometimes they don't really notice that.
Okay, so what you're saying is this is what the men don't know about the women.
They forget. I think they forget.
Okay.
They forget that she's just carrying too many things in her hands.
Let me tell you the truth about a man. The thing about a man is that when it gets to certain times of the day, especially towards the night, the man doesn't think from up here, he thinks from down there. So when he's thinking from down there, his senses don't work properly.
They start malfunctioning.
Okay, so
completely.
For the women, I think it's important that you understand the way the man is wired. It's not really that he's not sensitive. It's not that he doesn't want to think about the woman. It's just that his testosterone, it's a hormone in the man that causes the man to think about sex the way they think about sex. For the woman, it is different. So it's important that women understand that when you see a man, okay, it doesn't mean that at the end of the day it's going to happen, but don't be shocked, don't be surprised, don't think that he's selfish by acting like that. It's just that that's the way he is wired. He needs you to really help him understand and talk about it and say, honey, I'm really tired for real. And then actually say all of these things like Erica said now, because for men, they actually need to hear these things and they say, wow, it's true.
You need
it's
to
actually
remind
true.
them.
Yes. So sometimes they're not thinking, don't assume that they thought about your work, they thought about the children, they thought about everything you did, and yet they are demanding for sex that time.
And just like the other one of our videos we did before now, what were we talking about?
We're talking about how to say I love you.
Yeah, how to say I love you. The series we did, how to say I love you. We talked about the man helping out. You know, share chores. Once in a while, help the woman out. I mean, she works 7 days a week. It's not even 5 days. You know, from morning to night.
So now that's the solution.
So that's the
solution now. So the solution to making sex not stressful, not being a problem, is from the woman's side. Talk to the man. Let the man know what you're feeling. Let the man know certain things that he is not taking note of. From the man's side, because also even if the woman is not in the mood, you have to realize that it takes time for a woman to get in the mood. So she needs you to be able to walk her to that point where she's actually in the mood, and you could do this by sharing the workload in the house.
Yes, exactly, precisely.
Exactly. She needs help. Even if you don't have to do the whole cooking, but just seeing you around the kitchen you don't even have to say anything, just taking one of the plates she used to prepare the thing and just putting it into the sink, even though you might not even be the one that is going to wash it. That actually just begins to relax the woman. The woman has to be in a complete state of relaxation, you know, stressed, all the stress.
Or even as she's doing the housework, be there in the kitchen, listen to her, because she wants to offload. She'll be talking. She wants to offload. That's a woman. She wants to offload onto someone that really cares about her and loves her. So just be there. Another thing is
it says that sex brings couples together and releases hormones
that help the body, both physically and mentally, and keeps the chemistry of a healthy couple.
So actually sex is very, very important for your marriage. That's why you need to do it, because it releases hormones that
as often as possible. As often as possible you need to do it. There shouldn't be
morning, afternoon, night.
No, not like that.
If they are dogs.
No. Please. Okay. Learn what your partner really likes.
And vice versa. Okay. So when you're actually engaged in the act of the sex itself, it is important that both of you actually deliberately watch out for what each other likes. You know, you have to really know what you like. Don't assume that, oh, this is what she likes because I don't know. Some of you actually go and watch movies and watch pornographic material and you want to try it out. No, I think every person is unique, and it's important that you understand and learn.
Your wife or your husband really likes. You need to communicate with each other. And help each other. I mean, the man doesn't expect the woman to be doing one crazy something when she doesn't like it, or the woman will be expecting the man to do something that he's not comfortable with. You need to be able to work with each other and, you know, come to something comfortable for both of you. And
like I will always say, we come from a Christian background, although this program is meant for everybody. But I don't get too spiritual with these things. Don't think that if you do certain things it will mean that you're no longer a Christian or you're sinning. It's not true. It just be fair to each other, explore each other's likes and dislikes, and make sure that you bring it to the forefront when you are actually engaging in sex. The next issue that people have in marriages that actually stresses marriages, sometimes leads to a breakup, is what?
Money.
Good.
Ego.
Foodie. Lalas. Yes.
They say sometimes this money problem starts even before marriage vows are taken for married couples.
Exactly.
And
money is a very good place that you can use to test each other to know, you know, honestly, if you have not learned to handle money, it's going to be a major issue for you if you're not yet married. And even inside your marriage, you have to learn how to conquer money, how to manage it,
Yes.
how to not make it a very, very big issue for both of you. And the ways you can do that is by being honest about your financial situations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never.
Like, don't go and be like you're not sincere about, you know that you don't have money now, but you're planning parties, you're flamboyant to
No.
people outside, you're taking so many things on loan,
Credits, yeah.
so many credits here and there just to live up to expectation of the society. You're lying to yourself,
Yes.
and that's gonna come back and hurt your relationship.
Never bring money challenges up in any argument you're having. Stick your argument to whatever it is. Don't start having an argument and then the woman busts out and say, after all, you didn't have money. After all, I married a poor man. Try to keep it away. It doesn't help. It's
You have
like
to be careful.
fueling
There are
fire.
things that be careful what you say, because especially like you said, the situation where maybe the man was okay, was comfortable, but for some reason they lost their job, they are not as comfortable as before. Especially from the woman, you know, when a woman starts talking, you can just be careful what you say at those moments.
Are you done talking?
Exactly. Don't bring up those issues. Just stick it somewhere. Okay.
Yeah.
It can really, really shatter your marriage.
Now, in a union, acknowledge which of you is a spender or a saver. There's always one person. There's the spender and the saver. Like in our case, I'm the saver. He's a spender, and we know it, and we work.
Sure? Are you
Yes,
sure? I
Chidi.
spend. Okay,
You're the spender.
Okay.
I am the saver.
She's right.
Yes, so we walk around it.
She's right.
In fact, what we do is he usually hands over all our financials to me. I take charge of all the money. I document everything. I'm in charge of all the accounts.
I'm
in charge of all paying all the bills, like because I have the
paying
money.
me. That's the part I don't
No, if you
understand.
need money.
Now I make money.
Yes.
She makes money, but I take my own money and give her,
Yes.
and I have to apply
Because I
for
have
money.
to keep, because he's a spender. He's a
Okay.
spender. He could just. He's driving down. Like, oh, baby, I bought this for you. You're like,
Exactly.
I
Life
bought
is
this for the
good.
kids.
We work hard.
Yes, we work hard, but you need to be wise in your spending.
So
yes.
what she's trying to say is that be honest to each other.
Yes.
Explore your strengths. Okay. The person, mostly the women, manage
Are better
money more than
savers,
men.
yes.
Okay. And it's always good when you give the whole money to the wife. In my own case, because it makes her know what you people have and know where to assign the money, know which one to use to buy food, which one to use to buy to pay bills and all that. If you can do that, it's worked for us anyway, and we can recommend it for you.
Don't hide any income or any debt for each other. If you're making money, extra money, whatever, be open with each other. If you're owing, be open with each other.
Okay, let me talk about women. I talk from a man's perspective. Ladies, if you have to maybe buy a cloth, buy some accessories, some jewelry, don't go behind and take it from that lady who is selling it and the husband doesn't know, and then you'll be paying for that quietly. It's the day he discovers, oh my goodness, it's going to cause heavy havoc for your relationship. Vice versa for the man. Don't go and see one nice suit and pay for it, or a watch, and then your wife doesn't know about it, or your partner. It's not good. But mostly when you people are already now a married couple, because if you're single, maybe you don't really owe that to each other.
Yes, and that's coming to the next point. Okay. It says have a joint budget together and include a saving. So have whatever you guys plan to buy, you decide on it. It has to be agreed upon from both of you. But always have a saving. Have money that is kept apart for say. You can't just spend everything. For the rainy day, you must have a saving for both of you. Decide who will be responsible for the monthly bills. Like I said in our case here, I make sure I pay the bills. Allow yourself some independence and set aside some money for yourselves to spend. Yes, that doesn't mean I have to hold all the money. He also has some,
she gives me small money.
Money.
For real, she gives me
so he
pocket
can buy.
money.
I don't have to vet. That I don't have to vet.
If I'm a good boy, she gives me small money from the money that I give.
So we have some things I can buy. I don't have to vet. Don't have to pass it through him.
Exactly.
I can go ahead and do my stuff, and he can go ahead and do his stuff. Okay. Decide on short-term and long-term goals and family goals together, and decide about caring for your parents and your relations together when it comes to monetary affairs.
Yeah, what I want to say about that is you must always take cognizance of the fact that sometimes, depending on your background, your parents or your extended family don't have equal needs. So it doesn't mean that like the monies that you set aside for them, you have to set it aside equally. Be sincere to each other, be truthful to each other, and meet their needs according to what they require. Okay,
Yes.
so for some people at a particular time, one family may need
More money. Yes.
than the other family, or the monthly allowance that you give, you may have to up it on one side,
Yes.
and lower it on the other side. It doesn't mean that, oh, because you give your people 10,000, you have to give my own people 10,000. We make the money equally, so we share it equally. It doesn't work that way. It will not be fair. What I don't understand is when husband and wife you can keep two separate accounts. There's nothing wrong with that. But you keep separate accounts that two of you don't even know anything that is happening in your account. You don't know how much your wife has in her account. Even if you don't know, but you don't have access to that account. That I don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not right. I don't think it's right.
Yeah.
You can run your separate accounts, but have access to those accounts, because you never know, something could happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one, we actually touched it a little bit in the beginning. It's about the home. Agree on jobs in the home, be fair and build no resentments, and be creative and fair in housework. If one person can do the housework better, then the other person will maybe do the yard work or any other thing better. So just like we talked about initially.
Yeah, you see, you notice that as we get into more serious issues, I mean, we get more serious, and because it's not that these are things that causes breakages in marriages. They are not the big stuff. It starts from the little thing, and they are really serious. They are dead serious. We talk about them, they look small, but this is the root cause of problems in relationships, in marriages. Some relationships actually don't see to the point where they even talk about marriage because of this tiny thing.
Yeah.
So that's why we're serious about it. When it comes to homes, it is important that you talk to each other, be sincere, discuss these things, be fair to each other.
Yes.
Because once these things begin to happen, somebody feels that you're being unfair to them, they're being maltreated, then resentment sets in.
Yes.
From resentment, they want to retaliate. So they begin to dodge certain things that they could do. The children suffer, the bills suffer, because somebody says, okay, you go and spend money, me too, I'm going to go and spend my own money. So now they're not able to meet up with their bills, and then things go wrong and bad. Okay.
The next one is conflicts in the relationship or in the love relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah. Realize you're not a victim between both of you.
Yeah.
Be honest with yourselves and don't look for a payback, especially in arguments. Change the way you respond that brought pain to your partner, and stay away from that, and apologize when you're wrong. Apologize. Be you a man, be you the woman, apologize when you're wrong. It's hard, especially for men, but apologize when you're wrong.
The part I want to touch is when they say, watch out for those things that brings about problem. You know, whenever maybe you're arguing with your partner, you say certain things, and they always, that part irritates them. That part, triggers something. You need to be conscious. You need to be conscious of those particular things. Maybe something you say, maybe something you do, maybe you slam the door, maybe you take your keys and you run out of the house. There's some particularities that whenever you do it exacerbates you people, and it creates more strife. Don't do those things. All right, the very last one we're going to talk about is trust. Trust is one thing that if you guys can't trust each other, you shouldn't even be in a relationship at all. It says that trust is the key part of relationship. We talked about it even in our last video. But you must clear unresolved issues that prevent you from trusting each other. Don't leave matters unsettled. Don't say, okay, you know what, I will no longer talk about it. You will not hear me talk about it anymore. No. It is not resolved. Okay, there are some issues.
Just swept it under the bed.
Yes, but then there are some issues that you can never resolve. Really, what it I remember one of my professors will always say that there's nothing like conflict resolution. There's only conflict management.
Yes.
There are things that you cannot change in life. Maybe you discovered that your partner had a baby outside wedlock, and maybe they didn't even know. Somebody shows up and says, "Oh, this is my child." They do a DNA, and your partner realizes that, "Oh my goodness, it's actually theirs." You cannot keep bringing up that issue because they didn't know about it. It happened before they met you, and they can't change it. So you can only manage that situation. You can. How do you resolve it? Do you take the child back into the mother's womb or wipe out? And you keep saying, "I can't believe you did that kind of a thing." How can you not believe it? He didn't even know that it happened. So things like that, they cannot be resolved, but they can be managed. So that is
these are a few tips dealing with trust in relationships. Be consistent. Be on time.
Okay.
Do what you say you will do.
Okay.
Don't lie.
Okay.
Be fair even in an argument. Be sensitive to each other's feelings. Call when you say you'll call. Don't promise him or her you'll call and you fail on it. If you're running late, maybe from work or from a date, call to say you'll be late.
It shows you respect them.
Yes. Carry your fair share of the workload. This is especially for marriages. Don't overreact when things go wrong. Never say things you can't take back. Don't dig up old wounds.
Exactly.
Respect each other's boundaries.
Exactly.
And don't be jealous.
Exactly. You see, I like those last two. Let me touch on them. Respect each other's boundaries. The fact that you are married, the fact that you're in a relationship, the fact that the person has opened up to you and has given you access into their life, it doesn't mean that they don't have their own privacy. It doesn't mean that they don't have their own boundary. They have things that makes them who they are. They have things they like, they have things they don't like. They have different, you have to respect those boundaries. One that I've come to learn to deal with, especially between two of us. I remember when we met, I used to be so moody. I used to just get into a mood and she'd be asking me questions inside that mood and be trying to understand.
I'm trying to find out why you.
But the more she's asking me, the more I'm getting irritated, until one day I said, "You know what, baby, because I'm trying to break out of the mood, but I can't break out of the mood." So I just said, "Baby, you know what, just leave me alone when I'm in that mood. Just leave me alone." And then she's tried it. She would leave me alone and I will run through that cycle and I'll be okay and we'll just continue again. And then we didn't have that stress. Couple of years later, I found her doing the same thing and now she's telling me, "Baby, leave me alone." So now I have to start relearning what I had to tell her. So you get to realize that you're not the only one that has your limits, your boundaries. So once you respect each other's boundaries, it will help to remove conflict in your marriages. That's it for this for today's program. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We hope you learned something.
Yes.
Please drop us.
If you have any questions, any concerns, drop your questions and comments down in the comment box. We're definitely not gonna mention anybody's name. If we're answering questions. We'll probably come up live if we want to answer.
We can answer questions live.
No names mentioned.
Yeah, we can reply.
Yeah, try and reply to some questions.
Or you can send us an email to admin@worshipmedia.ca. And just so you know, we are ministers of the gospel, so we have training in different fields that is able to make us advise you. So you don't just think that your thought, what makes them think they can advise us. Yes, we're able to advise you based on some trainings and experiences that we have. And we can boldly say that God has helped us in our marriage. We enjoy a very good relationship, and that's why we're doing this. We want what God has blessed us with. We want you to be able to partake in it anywhere we can. So thank you for listening.
Thank you.
From all of us, the Worship Media Studio, this is Chidi.
This is Erica.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.